Hey there, Duke Ferris. I'm here with Game Helper. We're here in San Francisco, California, playing Dragon Age 2. I am here with someone who was not introduced to me.
David Silverman.
David Silverman is here. We're talking about Dragon Age 2. Tell me, what is different about this one? I hear you haven't thrown it out. They were saying before it's not a whole new game. It's going to be Dragon Age plus caffeine. I think no steroids. Steroids.
Adrenaline. It's adrenaline.
Adrenaline, not steroids or caffeine. Those would be bad.
Depends who you are. Steroids are definitely bad. Caffeine, sometimes people live on that. But yeah, I mean, what Dragon Age 2 really is, it's all about is taking the things that people loved about Origins and keeping that and taking it to the next level and really fixing the things that maybe didn't work as well. So in terms of the things you really wanted to focus on fixing, it was the graphics, it was the combat, and it's how we tell the story. So the biggest difference that you'll see right off the get-go, obviously, is the graphics, because you'll see that first and foremost. But in terms of what you're really going to feel differently, it's the combat, right? There's no more kind of attack that guy and you see the shuffle, shuffle, slash, right? That dance move, it went away. It's like the Macarena, if you will. Now we're doing is you press
or the truffle shuffle.
I love the truffle shuffle. But
you know, that guy actually became the president of the student body at UC Berkeley.
Nice.
By doing the truffle shuffle.
Chunk's the man, that's all I have to say. But Hawk is also the man. And what's really cool is that when you press a button now in combat, you're going to see an instant response. We call it the button awesome combination now in Dragon Age 2. So it really speeds things up. It puts you in the heart of action. You know, if you can still pause the game and be very tactical, if that's your cup of tea, or if you want, you know, when you're diving in there, you're going to be a warrior, you're going to feel what it's like to hacking guys with your sword, or shooting off spells as a mage, or jumping all over ninja style as a rogue. You really feel the sense that you are in the heart of battle, and that's what really we mean by you press a button, something awesome happens now in Dragon Age 2.
Tell us the story. What's going on here? This is a whole new story. I don't get to actually get back together with Morgan, so what's going on?
So basically the story of this game, it's a brand new story centered around this character of Hawk, right? And where the world stands right now, the world is at the brink of war. All hell is about ready to break loose. And these two characters, this woman, Cassandra, is trying to figure out what happened. How did the world get to where they are? And this person who she's interrogating, Varric, is telling her the story because there's this one person who happened to be at the heart of it all. They were the spark that lit this whole explosion of events that have occurred. And so what happens is the story of Hawk is one where he starts out as a refugee. He's fleeing his homeland. He's running with his family for his life. And he arrives in this city of Kirkwall with absolutely nothing. And how he gets to penniless refugee to all of a sudden becoming champion of the city of Kirkwall, where everyone's kind of like revering him, like he's your, you know, chunk body president guy. You know, how he got that way without doing the truffle shuffle. That rise to power is something that everyone gets to define uniquely in Dragon Age 2. That's what the game is about. It's defining who is the champion, whether a man, a woman, you know, whatever different class, and how do they rise to power. That's the heart of Dragon Age 2.
All right, so we rise to power. Once we have power, what can we do with it? I started the game. I've never played it before. I think we're the first people not at BioWare that have played this. And gotta say, totally badass. I was kicking ass. How did I get there from my humble beginnings?
So what you played today was actually the demo that we're releasing on February 22nd. And the first thing you're going to see in the demo is it's the very beginning of the game. So you will see the setup of how like Cassandra's trying to interviewing this character Varric and what's really at stake there. And then you're going to see the escape of your homeland. When you're running around in the barren wasteland, we call it the Blightlands, that's you escaping with your family for your life. And that's just the tip of it, right? Then you arrive at the city of Kirkwall and you're seeing what it's like to be a refugee. And then we just kind of teleport you, you know, a couple hours later when you're going to let you encounter one of your key romance interests, the lovely Isabella. And really that's all you're seeing. You're just getting a taste. You're not even seeing what it's like to be the champion. So that comes much later, and when what happens when you become champion, that's something that you'll find out when you become the champion.
Is Isabella as mean as Morgan? Because I really liked her.
Isabella, she's very sassy, and, you know...
Not sassy, mean. My wife, very mean. She's a hater, not a lover. So are we gonna have as interesting characters this time around?
Absolutely. I mean, the same writing team who wrote Dragon Age Origins is writing Dragon Age 2. In fact, we added an additional writer as well. So there were 5 people who wrote Dragon Age Origins. There are 6 people writing Dragon Age 2. So at a bare minimum, the game is 20% better in terms of writing. So really, you know, all those deep characters and the character interactions and the very depth of the characters, all the things that people loved about the story, you will see that in spades in Dragon Age 2.
All right, it's official. Dragon Age is 20% better. Dragon Age 2, rather, 20% better. That's what the 2 stands for, I guess.
That's just the writing. Let's talk about the whole game. The whole game is like hundreds of times better. Like, seriously, if you've played Origins and you liked Origins, you will absolutely love Dragon Age 2.
And I loved Origins. When do we get to play this?
So the demo comes out on February 22nd. I encourage everybody to check that out. But the game comes out March 8th on Xbox, PS3, PC, Mac.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.